Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. My name is Michael McCarthy. I'm an accredited REIV auctioneer with the REIV, and I'll be your auctioneer here today. And on behalf of my vendors, I'd like to thank you for all attending. A magnificent crowd. See, you can entertain in our apartment here at least 100 people if you wish. Ladies and gentlemen, I intend to deal with the contract, the Section 32. I'll give you an opportunity to ask any questions if you have them. Then I'd like to say a few words about this magnificent property I offer you, and then we'll get down to the bidding and find out who's going to buy it. The contracts that have been on display detail the particulars of sale, the schedule, the general conditions and special conditions. We're selling part of Crown Portion 85 at Melbourne, parish of Jaika, the land described in the attached copy of title and being the whole of the land in Certificate of Title Volume 2618, Folio 501. The land together with any improvements known as Apartment 2401, 299 Queen Street, Melbourne, together with all fixed floor coverings and electric light fittings as you've inspected. We're calling for 10% deposit and the balance to be paid 60 days from today's date, or indeed earlier by mutual consent. Settlement date is the date upon which vacant possession of the property shall be given, namely upon acceptance of the title and payment of the purchase price in full if you're the successful purchaser. The general conditions have been on display, and I don't intend to go through those by rote. I will draw your attention to the nominee clause, however. That means that you could purchase the property today in one name. If you wish to transfer it over to two or more names within the family, then all you do is add and/or nominee and call upon the substitute contract. If, however, you are bidding on behalf of a third party, then you would need your instructions in writing to avoid double stamp duty. The special conditions include the identity clause, most importantly that you accept the property as it's been detailed in our contracts that have been on display. The deposit clause, we will act as stakeholder for the deposit. The guarantee clause in the event that you purchase in the name of a company. And the bidding clause. Now, I will deal with that in detail because that's the rules under which we'll conduct our auction here today. Subject to the vendor's reserve price, the highest bidder, whose bid is accepted by the auctioneer, will indeed be the purchaser. If any dispute arises concerning the bidding, then I, as the auctioneer, will either decide the dispute or I'll resubmit it at the last undisputed bid. Once a bid is made, it shall not be retracted, and as the auctioneer, I will determine the maximum or the minimum amounts by which the bidding may be advanced. The vendor reserves the right to make one or more bids, either personally by their agent or representative, to refuse any bid, or to withdraw the property from sale at any time before it's been knocked down and without disclosing the reserve price. That's the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Now we move to the Section 32. I'll give you a précis of the details of the contract, the Section 32, the vendor's statement. There are no restrictive covenants on the property. The City of Melbourne planning scheme zones the property as zoned suitable for residential purposes, and there is obviously access to the property by road. The outgoings on the property are council, $1,486 per annum, $256 per annum for water plus usage, and the body corporate has been struck at $3,200 per annum, which is consistent with other high-rise city apartments. All services are available and connected, naturally, with its magnificent, relatively new building, and all the usual applications for planning and construction have been met. There are no notices or orders on the property. It has a clean bill of health. Ladies and gentlemen, before I proceed any further, are there any questions? Any questions where I can help you before I call for your bidding? Yes, sir.
Mr. Auctioneer, my solicitor faxed to me this morning information relating to the body corporate. The information shows me that the penthouse entitlement is equal to the other more standard units in the complex. My understanding would be that, being one of the penthouses, that it should have a greater entitlement and a voting right than those smaller apartments in the complex. Have you got any information in relation to this?
No, I don't, and it does seem surprising to me that they would not have a larger voting right or more entitlement. But you will have to bid today on the basis of the entitlements shown. And the entitlements, as you say, are shown as equal entitlements. So, sir, that must have been an arrangement that was agreed to when they were initially sold. You will have to bid on that understanding. Is that all right, sir? Thank you for your question. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here to help you. No further questions. All right, then I'd like to say a few words about this magnificent property that I offer you here today, a one-off chance for all of those that missed them when they were sold. Here's one back on the market. I would say to you, I doubt very much whether you'll see another one being resold in the near future. And the only reason is the people that are selling here today wouldn't mind me telling you, they sold their grand mansion in Toorak. They wanted to move into this because it afforded all the luxury living that they wanted, and he's been transferred to Europe to head up his company. So they're being wrenched out of here, but they're selling, subject to a very reasonable reserve. The property, apartment 2401, Republic Tower, 299 Queen Street, on the corner of Queen and Latrobe. 24th floor, 2 levels of luxury accommodation, only 87 properties in total. 260 square metres of living, that's 27.9, nearly 28 squares in the old terms, and 29 square metres of terrace, that's in excess of 3 squares of external living. On the first level, entrance foyer, a huge open plan lounge dining room, a gourmet kitchen designed for every catering need. Stainless steel splashback wall, stainless steel wall oven, dishwasher, cooktops and preparation areas. Granite bench tops, generous cupboards and pantry. All the appliances are top-of-the-range European AEG units. There is also a large family living room connected to the open plan areas but leading to a paved terrace, a guest powder room and a separate fully fitted laundry. That's the first floor. On upstairs, a huge master bedroom, which you would expect on a property such as this. Adjacent terrace, its own terrace, walk-in dressing room and full ensuite. A further 2 double guest bedrooms with extensive built-in robes, and a second informal living room, which could obviously be used as a parents' retreat or study if that was your wish. The property boasts silky oak timber work, Italian limestone flooring, and that's featured in the entry, the kitchen and the wet areas of the bathrooms. The theme is continued right through. Aubergine, 100% woolen carpets, reverse cycle heating and cooling. Add to this your own storage room off the main entrance foyer, 2 car spaces on title, on level 1, video monitoring and total security from the moment you enter the building, and a gymnasium, pool and sauna complex on the 34th floor. As to the amenities, well, it goes without saying that your every conceivable need will be met living here. Bistro, wine bar, magnificent elegant restaurant, and a delicatessen to meet your daily needs. That's on the the basement and the ground floor levels of this very building. For your weekly needs, a plethora of restaurants, Daimaru, Maya Emporium, Victorian Market for all your fresh food needs, and they're only minutes away. Every form of transport is at your fingertips. Tram, train at the lovely Flagstaff Gardens that you can see out through the windows, and bus services. The views from this apartment are absolutely electric. A panoramic view with a total change in the aspect from day to night. You've just got to see it, and some of you have inspected it at night time. It is just stunning. Whilst it's on the cusp of the present CBD, with a massive docklands development virtually doubling the size of the CBD, this very property will be virtually in the centre of the CBD in years to come. But what distinguishes the Republic Tower from all other high-rise city apartments? It's the inspiration of a gifted, award-winning talent, architect Nonda Katsoulides. Let me read just a list of some of his works. HMAS Beach Apartments, Port Melbourne, 80% bought before the land was turned. St Leonard's Apartments in Kilda. That was an industry award-winning design, the Radar State Awards in 1997. Silos Residential Apartments in Richmond, yes, that was Nonda's work as well. And the Melbourne Terrace that we can see just on the fringe of the Victorian markets, his later one. Then he moved on to the Republic Towers. Incidentally, because of the success of the Melbourne Terrace, and this is much more dynamic, Nonda himself introduced 30% of the buyers to this property who were following him and his works. So, and incidentally, just another reference, future works that he's proposing and involved in. A $50 million residential complex on the existing Salvation Army hostel site in Beckett Street, the city. South Bank site, he has one there where there is proposed a multi-residential apartments dwellings. And the Esplanade Hotel in St Kilda, that landmark, yes, Nonda is going to be involved in that refurbishment of that. Ladies and gentlemen, now his crowning achievement to date, the Republic Tower. Fittingly named as we move into the new millennium, a high-tech modern development, the benchmark for future design. As testimony to his work, four architects have taken up residency here in the building. His peers judge his work, as I'm sure you do. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in your hands. I'm going to offer to you now this very fine property, apartment 2401 at 299 Queen Street. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you, before I call for your bids, I'm not going to refer. There's no referring, there's no half-time, there's no stopping. I have instructions from my vendors. Take it right through, they said. Take it straight through. I've been given a very reasonable reserve, ladies and gentlemen. And I say to you, if you want to buy, you must bid. I'm not going to refer. I'm not going to stop. If you're the last bidder, then I will have knocked the property down to you, or you will have bought an exclusive right to purchase the property. So if you want to buy, you must bid. Ladies and gentlemen, would someone like to give me a start? Give me a start. Can I say $850,000 is a reasonable start? Can I say $850,000? Come on, I want someone to start me. Can I say $850,000? Thank you, sir. Yes, I saw your bid, and thank you for your start. I can promise you I'm not going to knock it down to you, but thank you for your start, and I'll look for your bidding later. At $850,000, and I'll take $25,000 rises. At 25, at 825, 875. At 875, someone round me off at 9. At 875, at 875, at 875, 9. He's back in at 9. At 9 on the wings. At 9, at 9, at 9, and I'll take 25s. What about you, sir? You didn't think we were going to buy it with one bid. At $900,000, looking too late for you, just behind you with the lady. At $925, thank you for your bid, ma'am, and I'll watch for you too. At $925 now. At $950, at $950 I have. At $950 on the left, call out your bid. A big crowd here if I don't see it. At $950 I have now. At $950, no, I'll in 25, sir, but I'll come back to you if I'm in 10s. At $950 I have. At $950, $975, new bidder. At $975. At 9, someone round me off at a mill. If I say $1 million, could buy it for you. At $975, I have at a mill. At a mill and back in at $1 million now. At $1 million, at $1 million, $1 million now. I'll take 20s if it'll help you get back into the bidding. At $1 million, take 20s anywhere. At $1 million, at 20. At 120. At 1 million and 20. 20 looking for 40. At 40 there. At 40. At 40. At 40. At, yes, I'll take you 50. 50, 60, 70. At 70. Plenty of bidders here. At $1,070,000 now. $1,070,000. I'll stay in 10s at 80. 80. Someone around me off at $1,100,000. 20,000 if you will. Could be a good bid. I'll stay in 10s if you'd rather. At $1,080,000. At $1,080,000. Yes, sir? You'll take a bid. 1,080,000. You'll make it what? 1,090,000. Thank you, sir, for your bid. At $1,090,000. At $1,090,000 now. At $1,090,000. Well, I'm looking for $1,100,000. $1,090,000. At $1,090,000. Once, twice, third. At $1,100,000. At 100. At 100, 100, 100. Take 10s. At 100. At 100 I have. At 1,100,000. At 1,100,000. At 1,100,000. Yes. For 110. 110. 1,110,000. 110. 110. 120. Back in. At 120. So you bid. At 130 now. At 130. At 130. At 130. Call out your bid if I don't see it. At 1,130,000. Is he going to buy it? At 35, take your 5. We'll take 5 again. At 40. At 1,040,000. At 1,040,000, give me another 5 if you will, sir. At 1 million, don't miss it for 5. Beam me up, Scotty. We're into the future. At $1,145,000. At $1,145,000. $1,145,000 and 50. The lady there. Yes, I saw your bid. At $1,150,000. First call at 1 million. Pardon? 1,055,000, 155, 157.5, 157.5, 1,157.5, 1,160. At 1,160 I have now. At 1,160 for the first call at 1160. 1165, 1165. Round me off at 170, sir. 1,100,000. 1,170. At 1170. At 1170 now. At 1170. I need to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, at your bid, would you confirm it, sir, at 1170? If there's no further bidding, whilst I'm not quite at a price I can sell, I'll pass the bid in to this gentleman. I'm not referring. I need to re-establish that. At 1170. At 1170, if there's no further bidding, I will pass the property in, so you must bid. 1170, take 2.5 anywhere. At 2.5, 117, 2.5, 1175, 1175, 1175. 1176, take your 1. At 1176, at 1176 now, 1 anywhere. At 1176, at 1176, 1177, 1177, round me off at 1180. At 1177, at 1177, first call at 1177. Second call at 1177, I'm going to sell. I want you to know I'm going to sell. At 1177, if there's no further bidding, you'll own it, I won't keep you long. 1177, 1177, call 3 times. 1177, 1180, 1181, 1181, and 1190, good bid. At 1190, at 1190 I have now, but I've nothing against you or you. At 1190 I've got to sell. At 1190, at 1190, once, twice. At 1192 and a half. At 1192 and a half, 1192 and a half, 1195. 1195. Pardon, 1,200,000. At 1,200,000 I have now. I'm going to sell it, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,200,000 if there's no further bidding. Once, twice. At $1,200,000. Are you out, sir? 10. 1,210,000. 215, at 215, at 220, at 220, 225, at 225, 230, 235, 235, 235, make it 240 if you will, sir. At 235 I have. Take 2.5 if you'd rather. At 235, 1,236, 1,236, 236, 237 if you will. At 237, round me off at 240. 1,237 I have. At 1,237, $1,237,000. Once, twice, and 40. 1,240,000, 1,241,000, 1,241,000, 241. Another one, sir, if you will. At 241, at 241. All done, all finished, all silent. At what? Pardon? 1,242,000, 42, 242, 242, sir. At 242. Round me off at 245. You out, sir? Are you finished? 242 I have. At 242, 242, $1,242,000. 243, 243, 243. That was 3. You didn't want to round me off at 245, did you? At 243. At 243 now. At 1,243,000. He's been with me all this way. What about you, sir? 245. $1,245,000. Once, twice. 246. At 246. 250. 250, he says. At 250. Once, twice. Surely wouldn't listen for 1,000. You're out. Well, look, I'd like to thank you. Yes, don't listen to her. Oh. But I tell you what, you'll wear it later, you'll wear it later. $1,250,000, all done, all finished, all silent. Sold to the gentleman there on the left. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Thank you very much for your spirited bidding to all of you, and thank you very much for attending our auction here today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.